Shalom and welcome to Mitzvah Torah. This year is entitled Dealing with Infertility and Other Medical and Halachic Challenges. It's a very, very, very big topic. It's a painful topic, difficult topic, challenging topic. Of course, anything we're saying in the next few minutes is not in any way meant for psak halacha. A couple, of course, must deal with the Rav and the doctors and have guidance as Machon Pua, a beautiful institution that deals with this issue and other issues, dealing with family issues. Just a little bit of an overview to appreciate how halacha has dealt with challenging topics since its creation 3,300 years ago. So, Baruch Hashem, with medical research, doctors are able to hone in more and more and more. Where is the issue? Is the issue with the wife? Issue with the husband? Is it just a question of taking time? Sometimes a couple has so much pressure, a few months into marriage and not having children. What's going on? What's wrong? And simply, sometimes just a question of time. But sometimes the doctors look into it and it's not just a question of time. There's an issue. So let's say they check with her and she's fine. She's able to have children. So now we have to look into the young man and figure out what's going on with him and the husband. Why isn't he able to have children? So there's an amazing shaila. And just to see how Allah deals with every possible case. And there's precedents from the Gemara thousands of years ago to help us with cases today. And that's just so beautiful that even in a tragic, especially in a tragic case like this, to see how the Masorah guides us and how the poskim in each generation work with the Masorah that we have and the medical science of the times. And we see in this specific topic how things get updated. The medical knowledge is updated and how that will affect the halacha. So already the Gemara in Yevamos talks about, in Yevamos, Ayin Vav, talks about a case where we're not sure if a person is Kol Shafcha, that if he's able to join the Jewish nation, is he able to go ahead and produce zera in a proper, normal, typical way? And if he can, then he can marry a Jewish woman. If not, he is limited in who he can marry. And the Gemara in Yevamos already talks about, well, how are we going to go ahead and find out if he can produce zera, siman in the normal, typical way? And the Gemara talks about different possibilities. I'm not going to go through this now. This is more of a private kind of discussion. But the Gemara already back then, 2,000 years ago, talked about how we could go ahead and check this man's abilities to have seed, to produce seed. Can he not? And the Gemara talks about different possibilities. Centuries later, just a few centuries ago, a few hundred years ago, the Beis Shmuel talks about a case in Siman Chaf Hey in Even HaEzer. A woman, there's some dam that we found, some blood, but we're not sure, is it from him, from her? And it could be it is coming from him. And once again, maybe if we check his zera, it could indicate that he has the blood, it's from him, not from her, and therefore she's not a nidah. And the Gemara and Beit Shmuel once again talks about maybe there's a way to see if we can check out his zera, his seed, and see if there's blood mixed in or not. He doesn't go into details about how to go about this process. But what did the poskim of the last century see? That the Gemara already talked about ways to try to find out something about the man and his kohot, his strengths and his abilities in this area. So now the post can come along from the Achiezer, Chaim Grozensky, from the Minchas Elazar, Munkacher Rebbe, of Moshe Feinstein, Tzitz Eliezer, of Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, and they're all looking at all these cases and say, wait, we need to go ahead and check out this man's zera, his seed, to see if there is an issue with him, there's no issue with her, is there an issue with him, and can we possibly fix it and help this couple have children? So in the next year, we'll look into how the poskim dealt with this challenging issue and how they took precedents from 2,000 years ago, from 300 years ago, how they applied it to the 20th and the 21st century. And it's amazing to see it in this tragic, challenging case, how the Masorah is so alive and well and deals with all possible realities Yitzhak will continue the next year. Shalom.